With the rainfall that we've had over the eastern two-thirds of Oklahoma this summer, many cow-calf producers in that area are beginning to think about saving back some replacement heifers and perhaps growing their cow herd back to a more normal size. So if you've got some replacement heifers that are going to be calving next spring, now is a good time to evaluate what kind of body condition those heifers are in so that they're in good shape at calving time next spring. We've often talked about having those 2-year-old heifers at about 85% of their mature weight at calving time. But most of us don't have the capability or the scales on our property in order to keep checking those weights to make sure that they're at that 85% target weight. But we all have the capability of looking at the heifers and watching them closely throughout the course of the fall and winter and early spring until they do calve. So the target that we want those heifers to be in at calving time is a body condition score 6 on our 1 through 9 scale. On the screen you'll see an example of a Hereford heifer that I think does a good job of giving you that example of a heifer in that particular body condition score. If you look at the slide, you can see that you cannot find any of the ribs. If you have a much thinner heifer, you would see the outline of at least the last 2 ribs on a rib cage, and if she was very thin, perhaps even more than that. Also, you cannot see any of the transverse processes, those bones that would stick out right in front of the hip bone along the edge of the loin. In the case of a body condition score 4 or 3 heifer, those would be very, very prominent. So as you're looking at the heifers this fall and winter, see if you can start to make sure that your supplementation program is adequate so that these heifers are gaining about 1.5 pounds a day and moving towards this bloomy appearance like the heifer that we've shown on the screen today, that body condition score 6. Then those heifers will be in the proper body condition to do a good job of providing the first milk, the colostrum for that baby calf, repair a reproductive tract, and cycle back to have a chance to rebreed to stay in sync then with the rest of the cow herd as they then get ready for their second calf. I think that's a good target to shoot for these 2-year-old heifers. We look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow Calf Corner.